This year's teaching event was a wonderful opportunity to bring together our faculty, students, and staff to talk about climate solutions and actions that we can take as individuals and as a campus.
The teaching on climate and justice at UBCO facilitates the sharing of as many different diverse opinions and ideas as we can.
The idea is to engage the entire campus community in talking about climate action, both in terms of the academic component as well as in what we can actually do right here on campus to reduce our emissions.
Everything we need for medicines, everything we need to build homes, and everything is given to us.
We have these really inspiring speakers that sort of begin and end the teach-in.
At every single level, we need to get involved to address these issues.
And then we went into our first session, which is where we had 4 concurrent panels with 4 presenters speaking about their research on climate and justice solutions. And we try to make that very interdisciplinary so that people go and get a taste of the breadth and diversity of research that's being done on climate change.
2 things that need to happen if we're going to achieve net zero goals.
At this year's teach-in, we were able to offer plant-forward food provided by our UBCO Okanagan Food Services Department.
When we had our break, the Masters of Fine Arts students did a performance, and they showed us that the arts has a very important role to play in just getting us to stop and think about it at a deeper level.
What do you need for hope to grow? Could I ask you a question? Where does hope come from?
Is there a place where I belong?
And then we had a second session, and that session was an open space format. 3 tables were talking about mitigation and how to reduce emissions in the areas of food, waste, and transportation. And 2 tables were about addressing how can we support students to be climate action advocates, and how can we have good community care for our students.
Students, but also staff and faculty can feel supported in their advocacy on campus.
Climate change is not just an environmental issue, it's a human rights issue.
Inequity is part of the problem of climate change, and it's also addressing inequity as part of the solution.
Events like the Climate Justice Teach-In are really critical because they allow us to engage students, staff, and faculty in a conversation about how we can advance the climate challenge together.
The teach-in definitely made me feel more hopeful.
When you take action, it feels better, and UBCO is doing so much right now. There are so many ways in which you can get involved, and that's what we wanted to showcase at the teach-in.
And this was really powerful because UBCO is really leading the way.